The complete story of Hercules. In the ancient realm of Greece, where gods and mortals intertwined, there was born a hero whose deeds would echo through the ages, Hercules, known to the Greeks as Heracles. Son of Zeus, king of the gods, and the mortal woman Alcmene, Hercules was destined for greatness from his very birth. His divine heritage bestowed upon him unparalleled strength and courage, but it also drew the ire of Hera, the jealous wife of Zeus. From his infancy, Hera sought to destroy Hercules. She sent 2 serpents to his cradle, but the infant Hercules strangled them with his bare hands. This prodigious feat was only the beginning of his legendary exploits. As he grew, so did his might and renown, until he became the greatest hero of his time. Yet, despite his valor, Hercules' life was fraught with trials, most notably the 12 labors, a series of nearly impossible tasks imposed upon him by King Eurystheus. These labors were a penance for a grievous crime committed in a fit of madness, inflicted upon him by Hera. In his madness, Hercules had slain his own wife, Megara, and their children. Seeking redemption and purification, he submitted to the will of the gods and the tyranny of Eurystheus. The 12 labors were as follows. The Nemean lion. Hercules' first task was to slay the invincible Nemean lion. Its hide was impervious to weapons, but Hercules wrestled the beast and strangled it with his immense strength. He then wore the lion's skin as armor. The Lernaean hydra. In the swamps of Lerna, a monstrous serpent with 9 heads threatened the land. Each time Hercules severed a head, 2 more would grow in its place. With the aid of his nephew Iolaus, Hercules cauterized the necks after decapitation, preventing regrowth, and buried the immortal head under a rock. The Ceryneian hind. This elusive golden-horned deer was sacred to Artemis. Hercules pursued it tirelessly for a year before capturing it unharmed, demonstrating his endurance and respect for the gods. The Erymanthian boar. The 4th labor required Hercules to capture the ferocious boar of Mount Erymanthus. He chased it into deep snow, where it became mired, allowing him to bind and bring it back alive. The Augean stables. Augeas, king of Elis, possessed stables housing thousands of cattle, which had not been cleaned for years. Hercules diverted 2 rivers to wash out the filth in a single day, showcasing his ingenuity and strength. The Stymphalian birds. In the dense forests of Arcadia, man-eating birds with metallic feathers terrorized the land. Using brazen castanets given by Athena, Hercules startled the birds into flight and shot them down with his arrows. The Cretan bull. The magnificent bull of Crete, father of the Minotaur, was ravaging the land. Hercules subdued the beast and brought it back to Eurystheus, adding yet another triumph to his legend. The mares of Diomedes. These man-eating horses belonged to the Thracian king Diomedes. Hercules fed Diomedes to his own mares, taming them through their insatiable hunger before leading them to Eurystheus. The belt of Hippolyta. The Amazon queen, Hippolyta, possessed a girdle gifted by Ares. Hercules ventured to her realm, and though initially welcomed, Hera's machinations led to a battle in which Hippolyta was slain, and Hercules secured the girdle. The cattle of Geryon. Geryon, a giant with 3 bodies, owned a herd of red cattle guarded by a 2-headed dog and a mighty herdsman. After slaying these guardians and Geryon himself, Hercules drove the cattle across continents to Eurystheus. The apples of the Hesperides. These golden apples were a gift to Hera and guarded by a dragon. Hercules enlisted the aid of Atlas, who retrieved the apples while Hercules bore the weight of the heavens in his stead. The capture of Cerberus. For his final labor, Hercules descended into the underworld to capture Cerberus, the 3-headed hound of Hades. He wrestled the beast into submission and brought it to Eurystheus, completing his penance. Hercules' labors, though harrowing, brought him immense glory and honor. Yet his trials did not end there. Throughout his life, he faced further challenges, including battles with giants, aiding gods and mortals alike, and seeking to atone for his past misdeeds. Ultimately, his mortal life concluded with tragedy and transformation. Deceived by the centaur Nessus, his wife Deianira sent him a poisoned robe, believing it would ensure his fidelity. The venomous garment caused unbearable agony, leading Hercules to build his own funeral pyre. As the flames consumed him, Zeus intervened, granting his son immortality. Hercules ascended to Olympus, where he was reconciled with Hera and took his place among the gods, eternally enshrined as the epitome of heroism and strength. And so, the legend of Hercules, the greatest of heroes, endured, inspiring countless generations with tales of his might, valor, and indomitable spirit.